Marion, other than you and other janitorial staff, who had access to the alley where Maria Kovas was killed?
Faculty and office staff. Students aren't allowed unless accompanied by a teacher.
It shows you both sides of a trial. It shows the defense preparing their case, and then you see the same day the prosecution prepare their case. So you see the jockeying back and forth, and I love process, and this gets you inside the courtroom and inside the chambers on how they put these cases together. And since Scott Peterson and O.J. Simpson, audiences are fascinated with trials. So this is what I love, is the kind of process where you take you in there and show you how the prosecution builds their case, who they talk to, how they swing it, and then you watch the defense do the same exact thing from a different point of view. You know, I think that people are fascinated with the law. They're fascinated with mysteries. They've been successes ever since the written word was around. You look at the New York Times bestseller list, you see most of them are crime stories or mysteries. So look at the dime novels. You just go back in time and you see that people are fascinated with mysteries, and the perfect place for it is in a courtroom. It's always frustrating when a show doesn't, work for an audience, but we learn from them. I learn more from our failures than we do our successes. So you take away always something very positive. They were really good shows. Sometimes it's a time slot, sometimes it's your lead-in, sometimes it's the show. We never really know, but we have instincts. I mean, really never got any traction the way it was put on. It was put on after the first of the year, and it didn't have a big lead-in. It was a really terrific show, and it kept building and building, but unfortunately, it didn't build fast enough. So that happens to us. What we do is try to find great ideas with terrific writers. I mean, that's the key. I mean, if you have a great showrunner writer, that's our success rate. I mean, you look at all our CSIs, Carol Ann and Anthony are the ones who've been running those shows so successfully for all these years. Every time we've had a good show, it's been about a great executive producer, showrunner has been running it. So that's where you start. You try to find the best writers you possibly can, and you kind of talk to them and find out what ideas they have. And if you love the idea, then you decide which network you want to take it to. We don't really look at a network and say, oh, they're just looking for comedies, or just looking for this. We try to find great ideas and then try to pair it up with a network that we know will really work.